Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this blank canvas look using airbrush makeup. So if you're interested, keep on watching. To start this look off, I concealed using Dinair Neutralized and Camouflage line. I just used a mixture of honey beige and olive beige. And I'm just going to go ahead and conceal all the blemishes around my skin, any redness or discoloration, because we don't want any of that to show through the final product. Okay, once I'm done concealing, I'm going to go ahead and contour using Dinair Glamour Shade Dark Almond, and I'm just going to go ahead and carve out my cheekbones. I'm going to contour my nose and my forehead as well. I'm not going to worry too much about the jawline or layering too much on the cheekbones. I just want to make sure to contour enough so that you see it over top of where the splatter portion of this look is going to be. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply blush using Dinair Glamour Shade Bronze Rose. Same concept. I don't want to worry about it too much because half of it's going to be covered in white anyways, but I do want to layer it up enough so that you can see it in the finished product. Okay, then I'm going to go in on the eyes and I'm going to apply Dinair Glamour Shade Fawn Brown to the transition area. That's just the area just above the natural fold of my lid going into the crease. I'm going to layer that there for a nice gradient effect. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply Dinair Glamour Shade Jet Black all over the lid like so. And the reason why I'm using the shield against my eyelid like that is to create a nice sharp outline so that I know exactly where I need to fill in. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply Jet Black to both lids like so, creating a nice outline. And then once I have the outline down, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a good old fill. And now I'm going to go ahead and make sure to fill this color from the base of the lash line all the way to the natural fold of my lid like so. Now both of my eyes are pretty uneven as far as where the lid folds naturally, so I'm going to go ahead and try to make them as even as possible. And of course, as you can see, I'm applying it from the inner corner of the lid all the way to the outer corner where we lay that outline at. Yeah. In this look, there is a few steps where I did need to take my time. This is definitely one of the steps that I recommend if you decide to recreate this look, to take your time in, trust me. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my shadow shield just to create a nice smooth line on the top of my lid liner like so. Yeah, you know that dark shadow that we used with the jet black? We're going to make it nice and crisp. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply Dinair Glamour Shade Jet Black to the lower lash line using my shadow shield, of course, like so. Then I'm going to go in and reapply Dinair Glamour Shade Fawn Brown to the transition area just to kind of soften up that edge that I created with the jet black. Now, it's not the same as softening up the edge when you're using traditional makeup, but trust me, it does help in the end result, so I definitely recommend not to skip this step. If you decide to create this look, of course. Alright, so next I'm going to apply Dinair Kohlur Opalescent Shade Villain to the mid-lid. First I'm going to map it out, and once it's mapped out, I'm going to start blending. And here I'm just going to add it up to where the jet black ends on my lid, going up toward the transition crease area. Just slightly over where it ends. Then I'm going to go ahead and take jet black and sharpen the wing using the cat eye and stencil like so. Okay, and once that's done, I'm going to go in on highlighting, and here I'm using Dinair Kohlur Opalescent Highlighter in the shade Shine On You. And I'm just highlighting the normal spots: cheekbones, brow bone, tear duct, bridge of the nose, and cupid's bow. I do recommend that if you use the highlighter where I use it at, to go in and touch up the black afterwards, because you will get some residual overspray if you decide to recreate this look. For me, all I did was apply my highlighter, and then at the end I went back and touched up the black, because we want it to be nice and deep, of course. Then for brows, I went for a gradient brow for this look because, you know, it's a little bit more of an artistic look. So here I started off applying Dinair Glamour Shade Nova to the arch and tail end of the brow like so. Then I went in applying Dinair Matte Shade Taro to the mid brow like so. And the stencil size I'm using is 8C, just in case you were interested. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill in the front of my brow using Dinair Glamour Shade Lilac. And you know I love to square it off, girl, so once I'm done getting that fill, we gonna square it off the way I do it. Like so. Then I'm gonna go ahead and apply Dinair FX Shade White to the beard area and the neck. So if I was a dude, you know, this would be where my beard is at. So that's where I'm gonna apply this white shade. I'm gonna blend it up on my nostril as well, and make sure that it's nice and opaque. And then once I have it on the beard area, then I'm going to go ahead and make sure to blend down my neck and a little bit on my chest. And next is foundation. So here I'm going to apply my foundation using Dinair Kohlur Radiance Line, a mixture of honey, beige, and nutmeg, you know, the usual. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply my foundation in the areas that are not covered in white. I definitely recommend applying your foundation after you use the white, because as you can see, the white kind of got everywhere. So yeah. Then I'm going to take a Badass Drips and Splats stencil to create that dripping foundation look, just with the excess foundation that I have left over in my cup. Now, just for reference point, I did use about double the amount of foundation that I would have normally put in my cup at this point, and I think it was a little bit too much. So definitely go with a little bit less than that, and you should be good if you decide to recreate this look yourself. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to fill in the stencil like so. Now I am going a little bit heavy-handed on the foundation just because I want that difference in like texture where the splatter or the dripping is going to be. So that's why I'm going a little heavy there. And as you can see, some of the white was lifted, but no worries, we'll go ahead and go back and fix that after I finish applying the drips like so. Okay, now once I'm done applying the drips, I'm going to go back in, touching up the lifted patches of the white that went missing when I laid my stencil against my face using Dinair FX shade white. And voila, we are back to normal. Then I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with mascara. As you can see, some of that white got oversprayed onto the lashes. So we're going to get a nice rich coat. And once I'm done coating, I'm going to pop on some lashes, and this is the finished look. I had so much fun creating this look, and I absolutely love how it turned out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye!